show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. 'Cause ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ Hill, still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Ain't a thing changed around here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the PJ Hill, still try to get them 40 stuck. So line them up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country.
You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there. In our game.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt to that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down, it's Penix. That one's caught by Mooney. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Falcon first down.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And they hit him along the sideline there. Pickup of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix completes this one to Gray. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. To return this, Marcus Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's May. Pass caught by Tank Dell. Racing down the left side. Tank Dell. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Gibson now to return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. Penix to throw again on second. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They kick the running back in motion. Third and long for him here. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 10. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the first.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Jones. This makes it up to the 25. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. From the gun, it's May. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect to a tank down. And they're up against it. Fourth down coming up. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Another carry for Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. To the air with Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. A toss now to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right, just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented the big play, and instead would have nearly gotten to a tackle for loss.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. We'll send him over right. Penix now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Slot man motioned over. They'll throw, third and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's fourth down. Trying for it with Penix. Throw is caught by the back. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. One quarter away so far. It's a 14-7 game. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They start out second and 10. May now from the gun. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
He'll make his way through for a pick of a 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. To throw, here's May. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a New England first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Henderson here from the gun. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's made in the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
May not have throw on 3rd. Brought in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Devin Tompkins to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Falcon 1st down.
Staying with Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. He can average that type of yards per carry. This guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Falcons 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
7-yard line.
Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved? Maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call. And what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
Gonzalez connects on a point after. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Jones. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They give now to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On play action, here's May. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Penix here from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long, they're going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Henderson, running left. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Working now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. The 40. Hits the 20. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots make it a 1-score game before halftime. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Gibson now to return. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On 1st down, here's Penix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Robert Spillane has it. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 for New England. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
Like you say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Corey Gallis checks on the extra point. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
Falcons 24.
redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Tompkins now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. Dumps it off to Robinson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun handed off to Henderson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Chased out to his right. This line is going to run for it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a fourth down.
And that'll hit and get out of bounds. Left some meat on the bone with that one. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Robinson on the inside here. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Penix now. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third down, it's Penix. Hits his running back. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Setting up the screen, and he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, Penix lost it. Scooped up by the Patriots. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Long right side, Henderson. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's May. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's a 38-yard play for him to move to 6.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's Henderson on the give. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Penix now on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Plowing up the middle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Offense to the line fast.
And the Falcons, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Falcon, 1st down.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Penix working from the gun. Dump-off caught by his back. Works the sideline inside the 35. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Algier on 1st down. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, Brock, they were obviously more concerned with a pass that wasn't coming. Great decision to hand it off, and an even better running to gallop all the way to the end zone.
Oh, that's the way it's supposed to look, right from the playbook, right? That's why you run an RPO. That defense can't be right. You're playing pass? Well, I'll hand it off, and my running back can do the damage.
2-point try coming. Penix and his offense getting set.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point.
Here's a toss to the left. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead. Only a field goal now.
35.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's made in the air. And it is incomplete. Moving big on the final play of our third quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. May now from the gun. Ray finds his running back, Henderson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Flushed out of the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Absolutely fires this one right side. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. He is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 9-point advantage.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Corey Dallas on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots make it a 10-point ball game.
Patriots 42, Falcons 32.
Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Gibson now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. They've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Throw, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And he's going to score. It's a pick-6 for New England. Defense getting in on the front, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick-6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively. because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Patriots take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work they go after the interception. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's Penix to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. He's out in the clear. And the Patriots take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has it downfield working the left. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Rush coming for May. Dumped off to his running back. Room inside the 10. And he did not get in. Finally They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
So they'll decline this and take the result. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Tompkins now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bron. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He is stumped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Falcons.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Again, Penix to the air. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Penix now. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And they pick him off again. That is Marcus Jones. And the Patriots will take over as he reports his 1st interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots nearing their 6th win this season. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Stevenson with another carry. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. Defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun. Here's May. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And it'll bounce toward the sideline, and out it goes.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Penix out 1st down. Running right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. All set now. 1st and 10.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's the backup. First throw. He gets this out quickly to London. And this one doesn't go far. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Cousins to throw once again. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. The gun, Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cousins throwing again. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception